I'm in the studio today here with Robert Allen, the wealth creating maestro, and we are here to talk about the state of the market. So Bob, everyone's asking what's going on with interest rates and is the Fed going to crash the market?
Let's hope so. Let's hope the Fed raised the interest rates so high that nobody can buy and nobody can sell. But we're going to buy during highly motivated times, and that's exactly where we're going into now. So we're looking for people who can't sell, who need the money, or who need to just get rid of a property because they don't want it. So highly motivated sellers are going to increase during this period of time. So remember last time we had a problem with it, it was 2008. Don't you wish you'd bought more property in 2008, 2009, 2010? Don't you wish you'd done that more? Don't you wish you could go back there and buy 10 properties all over again? You're probably inundated in fear, worried about watching the news, the television, all the bad news. This is the time to buy. When the blood is in the water, that's when you need to do it. So the bottom line is, don't wait. You'll look forward to the time when you'll look back to these days and go, I wish I'd bought more. I guarantee you'll have that thought. 10 years from now, you'll say to yourself, I wish I'd bought more in 2022, 2023.
So what you're saying basically is, the reports are coming in and it says anywhere from 20 to 30% more inventory is being listed, 20 to 30% less homes are being sold. And even though prices haven't quite fallen yet, what you're saying is that there's more motivated sellers, and so there's more cracks in the market?
Exactly. So what if the prices haven't dropped? Well, it's because, there's still that pent-up demand. People have finally realized, even the smart investors have realized, and have raised billions and billions and billions of dollars to go into our marketplaces and buy our properties and compete with us. 25 to 40% of all sales in all markets in the United States are from big, major corporate investors. They finally woke up that the money isn't made in the stock market. The money, the long-term, big money is always made in real estate. So you're going to have more and more people come into the market like that. So that's why the prices are probably not going to drop. But it's going to create more sellers who are afraid. They're going to read the news. They're going to go, I need to sell right now. I need to get rid of this. And if they find a good offer, they'll take it. If you can negotiate a good offer, then buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 properties in the next 12 months. This will be smart for you.
So for people looking for these properties, what would you say is the first step to go on them? Are you looking at online sources? Are you going and looking for sale by owner signs, or what are you looking for?
Yeah, that's a great question. Because most people don't understand that about 60% of the properties that are sold today are sold through the multiple listing service, properties listed by realtors. That number is probably going to go up because if people have a hard time selling, they can't sell by themselves. But 40% right now are sold by owners who are not listing their properties. You prefer these off-market properties. They're called off-market. So you can get software that literally can find you every property that's available for sale in the United States. All the properties that are listed in the multiple listing service, about 40, 50 markets like that are already covered. You can get that in the software called Privy is one software. Another one's called Real eFlow. And so when you go and get some of these services, they'll give you some free. You can really look at the entire United States, and you can find these highly motivated sellers where you can make an offer from your home in Arkansas to a property in Massachusetts. And you can find and tie up that property and flip it to somebody else without ever having seen it. And this is what I would do. This is what I do. So I would strongly recommend that you do that. It's called wholesaling. That's buying and flipping immediately, getting cash. Do you need some cash quickly? That's how you do it. Ultimately, though, you don't want to sell them. Like, that's the worst thing you could do. I say, don't wait till I buy real estate and wait. But most people, if they're wholesaling, they don't wait. They flip it. They flip it immediately. They get a quick cash. So I'd say flip to get some cash to kind of get yourself on your feet. And then you need to be buying and holding and renting and letting that property increase in value. These softwares that they have today are just unfreaking believable. I can sit at my desk and look at the entire United States, and I can make an offer. They can turn down the offer. It doesn't cost me anything. There's no risk no skin off my back, no risk, zero risk. And therefore, if they do accept it, then I can flip it before the closing comes up, make some quick cash. Oh man, I've never seen a time like this. Never. And now we're going into a time where there's more highly motivated sellers, so it's even better. Wow.
So what you're saying is double down, even though the market is a little bit crazy right now, you'll never regret buying more.
Double down, that's a really good word. Double down means buy when nobody else is buying. And if nobody's buying, this is good. This is great. And the answer is, yeah, I challenge you to buy 2 properties in the next 12 months. Minimum. 1 to keep and 1 to flip. You do that for the next 10 years, you're set for life, period. So if you don't do what I just told you to do, then you get to suffer the consequences, frankly. The consequences will be inflation will suck your entire net worth down the drain. If you need real assets, things like real estate, stock market, land, gold, things like that are hard assets, real assets, these things don't get affected negatively by inflation. They actually get increased in value because of inflation. But if you don't have real assets, you are in a world of hurt because the money you are now making is just dissolving right in front of your eyes. So get involved in real assets ASAP.
I was going to say, you brought up inflation. Do you think that inflation is going to get worse, or do you think that as interest rates increase, do you think it'll level out?
I think it will level out. Yeah, I think we've already seen that it's ticking down just a little bit. But what we're not seeing is the rate of hidden inflation. You know, they say, well, generally speaking, this basket of stuff has gone up in value by 9%. But when you really look at the price of homes, you look at the price of food, you look at a lot of different individual things inside that, they're going up a heck of a lot more than 9%. They're going up 15, 20%. So this hidden inflation, that's the killer. And does the government want to report a high number or a low number? I mean, they're going to do anything they possibly can to show as if the inflation is lower than it really is. They changed the inflation number about 20 years ago. They took some of the things out of the inflation number that were really not good, that really made the inflation number look bad. So they literally changed it. And so now today, a lot of this hidden stuff is just terrible. So yes, I believe the declared inflation number will go down. Why? Because they are raising interest rates. They're trying to get the economy back under control. But then when they get it back under control, then they're going to have this recession they're going to create. So they create this recession. What are they going to want to do to solve the recession? They're going to lower interest rates. So it's like a game they're constantly playing. Don't play that game. Just get into real estate, period. Now, don't wait. Don't wait to buy real estate. You know the old saying, when was the best time to plant a tree? 10 years ago. When's the second best time? Now. Don't you wait until you have enough money to buy some real estate. That's a lie. You need to go look right now. You find a great deal and you don't have the money for it, you can flip it to somebody who's looking, who has cash. And therefore you make immediate money. And so you don't have to have money. You need just to have the time and the systems to find good deals because they're now becoming more and more. So get started. Don't you wait. Not smart.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for answering our questions today, Rob. This is really great. Thanks for watching.